When I think about my years as a teenager, I look back and I realise I actually had it pretty easy. There were challenges that I faced, but they weren't the same as what I see teenagers facing today. Massive exposure to pornography at a very early age. Things like sexting, that wasn't an issue when I was a teenager. It wasn't something that I remember any of my friends experiencing. Exposure to inappropriate content, pressure to be involved in sexual experiences that were so far from consent. These are challenges that young people today are facing on a daily basis. What is sexual harassment? What does true consent look like? How do you respond when you've been exposed to inappropriate content? These are really important conversations that every young person should have the opportunity to have. Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Katie.
And we run a company called Your Choices. We provide sexuality and relationship seminars and resources for schools all across Australia and New Zealand. Over the last decade, we've had the incredible opportunity of speaking to over 250,000 teenagers in live audiences. And we're very passionate about opening up the challenging conversations in school communities and helping teachers and parents and students all really be on the same page around these topics.
We have a team of presenters who are really committed to the well-being of young people and who are really passionate about informing parents, teachers and students in a way that we really believe can help to build the conversation between each of those parties and really just help young people not just to have a one-off conversation but to actually find health when it comes to these topics.
So we run a range of different seminars in schools. We talk about things like consent, we talk about the impact of pornography, we discuss sexual decision making, we talk about sexting, we talk about friendship. We really talk about all aspects of relationship and the things that are involved and really try and help young people consider the choices that are right for them. We're very passionate about the idea of happy, healthy, safe and respectful relationships. And talking about topics like sex and pornography and sexting and consent and friendship and dating relationships, these are big topics to really talk about. Our ambition is to really make schools the heroes. That as we open up these conversations, school communities can really help young people make great choices around this space.
Yeah, we started out working for many years as youth ministers, youth workers, and in our work with young people within those communities, we just noticed that so often there was a struggle amongst teenagers, a struggle in this space. Teenagers were walking away from sexual scenarios or from relationships feeling completely broken, completely ripped off. Our faith background means that we strongly believe that that's not how it's supposed to be. It was never supposed to be experienced like that. And so all those years ago, something was birthed in us to be reaching young people around these topics within a school community from a non-judgmental, empathetic and really powerful perspective.
It's also important to allow young people to have equality in their education around these topics. And what's so tricky is the way that one teacher might feel comfortable approaching a topic like pornography could be incredibly different to another teacher. One teacher might feel comfortable talking about consent where the other might try and avoid it because it feels uncomfortable to discuss. But every young person deserves the opportunity to have great education around these topics. And our hope is that this can be the experience for every young person, that they can all get the opportunity to have this information presented to them in a non-judgmental, helpful, science, research-based perspective, and encourage them to make choices that are going to be best for them and best for the people around them.
We really believe that young people are capable of making fantastic choices around these topics, but sometimes, unfortunately, what has been lacking has been conversation. Sometimes what has been lacking for young people has been reliable information. And so we really want to invite you into this conversation. We want to encourage you to take a hold of the opportunity and to provide your young people with quality education around these topics. So feel free to reach out. You can click our contact us button, and we would love to hear from you. We would love to talk to you about the possibility of working in your school.